Hello everyone, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Guys, I want to ask you a few things before we start the class. First of all, uh, I would like to ask about your test. How are your tests going? And I like to just a minute. Shav is also joining, so we'll talk about. Yeah. So first of all, raise your hands, whoever is attending the tests. Raise your hands, whoever has attended the 3 tests we have uh, organized yet. Okay, Mahmuddin and Tharif, Shahid, Austin, cool. So Faiz and Madhya had, you guys haven't attempted any of the tests, right? And may I ask why?
So the thing was, I didn't prepare for the test, so I did not.
Okay. And what about Faiza? No, Faiza, Friday test. I'm asking these after class assessment. I would suggest everyone to attempt. Why? Because this will help you in 2 things. One is that you can easily revise whatever happened in the class, and second is also that if you face problems with that, or you can judge the class, no, right? How is the class going? Or maybe sometimes it may happen that the assessment tests are not up to the mark, or maybe the syllabus is changing each year. So that is why I'm saying this, that you have to stay updated with the syllabus. And Madhya, that is why I am asking about this, because see, there's no problem if you are not attempting the test as well. But if you are attempting these tests, no, these are very easy tests, first of all. I would like to organize another test series if you really want to prepare for CBSE or guys, sorry. This may happen a few times. In the future as well, but please bear with me, and also tell me whenever, or you can just raise your hand and I would understand that I have to repeat myself. Okay. Yeah. So I was saying that, Madhya, I would also like to organize one more test series for every one of you, in which we will take a more difficult test. And these tests are from NCERT only and very easy test. All the tests will be easy. This is just to give you some confidence, as well as to give you an evaluation metric about yourself, that where are you standing right now. So these are easy tests. If you are attempting them right, and if you are crossing 60% plus marks in this, so then I guess you can easily increase that to 80% in CBSE boards, because we will be organizing another test series for all of you, in which we'll be taking a more difficult test, as well as some questions needs, we are not able to cover all the questions in the class. So sometimes it happens that I did like 10 questions in the class related to a chapter, and then but we need to solve more questions. So that is also, you can check through these tests that whether you have attempted the required set of questions or not for the preparation of CBSE boards. And this is just for the CBSE boards. I will not give you the questions which which are not related to the boards. So I would always try to, take a test which actually resembles with your CBSE board exam. And also, Chavez, are you attempting the test? These Friday test.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Please everybody attempt these tests, because these are not, बहुत हार्ड भी नहीं होंगे और साथ साथ बहुत ज्यादा टाइम के भी नहीं होंगे यार. बहुत ही छोटे ही टेस्ट हैं, तो एवरीबॉडी प्लीज अटेम्प्ट दीज टेस्ट एंड आल्सो क्लास असेसमेंट, आफ्टर क्लास असेसमेंट टेस्ट वो भी उतना ही इम्पोर्टेंट है यार, क्योंकि they will also give you a picture about me, like how am I teaching you, whether we are up to the mark or not, whether you are going full, I mean you are taking the class with attention or not. So there are multiple objectives of these tests, and please try to attempt all of these tests. And also, if you have any suggestion or if you have any question regarding the test only, abhi right now I'm asking about tests only, not anything else. I mean, you can share your problems with me after this, but if you have any suggestion or question regarding the test, then you may ask that, please. और भाई इस क्लास में ना मैंने पहले भी बोला था, ऑस्टिन, जस्ट अ मिनट, गिव मी अ मिनट टू टॉक विद ऑल ऑफ देम, because I know you are interactive and you always give answers, so I need to talk to them once. तो यार मैं बोल रहा था कि मैंने पहले भी तुमसे बोला था कि इस क्लास में तुम्हें इंटरेक्टिव रहो, मतलब दिस इज फॉर योर हेल्प ओनली, कि मुझे पता है तुम सब लोगों से बात नहीं कर पाओगे, यू वोंट बी एबल टू आस्क एवरी क्वेश्चन टू एनी टीचर, सो दैट इज व्हाई आई टोल्ड यू बिफोर ऑल्सो कि यार तुम मेरे से बोल सकते हो जो भी प्रॉब्लम्स हैं या जो भी तुम्हारे सजेशंस होते हैं या जो भी क्वेश्चंस होते हैं, नॉट जस्ट रिगार्डिंग मैथ्स, ऑल्सो रिगार्डिंग फिजिक्स और केमिस्ट्री, या ऑल्सो रिगार्डिंग योर प्रिपरेशन, या जो भी यार तुम क्वेश्चंस पूछना चाहते हो, क्योंकि जो तुम कर रहे हो ये सब हम लोग करके आ चुके हैं, एंड if somebody is preparing for IIT JEE, I am JEE qualified, तो मेरे भी यार ठीक ठाक ही स्कोर थे भगवान की दुआ से, तो ऐसी कोई दिक्कत नहीं है, तुम किसी भी तरीके का क्वेश्चन, कोई भी तुम्हारी प्रॉब्लम है, एंड आई नो अ लॉट ऑफ प्रॉब्लम्स विल बी देयर, आई मीन if you are seriously attempting something, so there will be problems. I know a lot of problems. I can actually count the problems right now, क्या क्या प्रॉब्लम्स आ रही हैं और क्या आएंगी, और अभी तो और भी ज्यादा आएंगी जब when you will be in I mean the time will be December, January, so you won't be able to get what should we do right now, because I mean I am saying this for all the students who are preparing for any competitive exams other than CBSE boards, so they will be facing certain problems and during the preparation also, so you can ask all those problems. Please be interactive in the class, don't worry, don't hesitate about anything. तो ये तो सब मैं बातें बोलते ही रहता हूँ, तो चिल करा करो, क्लास में पढ़ा करो, थोड़ा पढ़ भी लिया करो, पढ़ना तो इम्पोर्टेंट है ही यार, मतलब इसी से ही तो माइंड का डेवलपमेंट है, हम तुम्हें इसलिए नहीं पढ़ा रहे मार्क्स के लिए, अगर तुम्हारा किसी का गोल ये है कि मेरे को बहुत मार्क्स लाने हैं पढ़ के, तो सॉरी, आई मीन या यू कैन स्कोर मार्क्स, बट वो तो मतलब बहुत ही ईजी काम है, उसके लिए तो तुम कहीं भी जा सकते हो, कोई दिक्कत ही नहीं है, बहुत सारे लोग तुम्हें मार्क्स दिला देंगे, बट मेरी क्लास का ऑब्जेक्टिव तो मेरा ये नहीं होता है, आई डोंट सी एनी क्लास एज द ऑब्जेक्टिव ऑफ के I would like you to score very high marks. No, you will score marks according to your talent, but what I really want is from this class that you should develop as a person, as well as your mind or brain develops with certain things, because maths is in, मेरे को ऐसा लगता है, आई डोंट हैव अ स्टैटिस्टिकल प्रूफ फॉर दिस, बट मेरे को ऐसा लगता है कि मैथ्स ही सबसे ज्यादा हमारे माइंड के डेवलपमेंट से रिलेटेड होता है, so there are many cognitive skills which can be developed by maths, so I would like every one of you to enjoy this, and if you are not, then मेरे को बताओ, मतलब I would incorporate certain methods to make it interesting, तो तुम बता सकते हो कभी भी, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है, right? So these are the things which I would like to tell you, and then after this, abhi you can ask any problem regarding this chapter. We have one question. We started this question which is written on the board right now. We started this question in the last class, but we were not able to complete this. We have to check whether the function is onto or into. We will go to that. But before that, if you have any problem, if you have any doubt regarding the concept, regarding the question, please feel free to ask. This is your time right now. You have 2 minutes. If you have any question or regarding the concept or question or anything, you can ask that. Then I have a few questions for all of you. I don't know whether, well, I mean, कितना आज हम पढ़ पाएंगे ये तो मुझे पता नहीं, but I have a few questions for you guys क्योंकि we have already completed 30 to 35% syllabus and we are going good. So no, we are not in a hurry. But before that, I would like to ask few questions from all of you. These are, I mean, this is a set of questions, and so we'll start with whoever is ready to start. Okay, Austin can start. So we'll start with Austin. Austin, I have a few questions. I'll ask them one by one. You can answer me, I mean, one by one only. So Austin, first of all, where are you from?
Tamil Nadu, sir.
Sorry.
Tamil Nadu, sir.
Okay. And Austin, what is the goal after 12th?
Probably medicine.
Medicine.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you also have bio?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Cool. And are you preparing for it?
Yes, I am.
Okay. So you are going to give attempt, I mean, NEET.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And so, okay. Now, one more question is that how are you preparing for it? Are you using NCERT or not?
I am using NCERT.
Okay, cool. So this is very important for every one of you, whoever is attempting any competitive exam. So I'm not talking about right now maths. Maths NCERT is too easy, very easy. But if we talk about bio and chemistry, भाई इन लोग bio और NC इसकी क्या बोलते हैं, bio and chemistry's NCERT are pure gold. I mean, I have studied, I have not studied bio, but I have studied this chemistry part from NCERT, and this is very good. Too good. I had a good score in JEE. I scored 102 marks out of 120 in chemistry. So I can definitely tell you that chemistry's NCERT is too good. Okay, so follow on that, and also for all the bio students, follow the NCERT. But for physics and maths, you need to take more books. I mean, physics will also be okay for NEET aspirants, not for JEE aspirants. But yeah, maths, so certainly you need to do more. I mean, no, NCERT will not be enough if you are preparing for any competitive exam. And if you are preparing for boards, then I would say complete the NCERT and then take a test series. Either you can take past 10 years sample papers or anything like, I mean, Aryant and Shinge's have so many things to prepare for the CBSE board itself. So take a book. I mean, they would give you past questions, previous year questions based on topic wise or maybe chapter wise. You can take any one, but that will be enough after NCERT. Okay. And same set of questions for Faiza. Where are you from? Then what are you opting for after 12th? And how are you preparing for it? Yeah, Shahid, I was speaking. It's okay, I will ask you. Now, Faiza, you can write your answers. I know you will give answers on chat. So let's start with Mahmudin. Mahmudin, why no? You are from Hyderabad, right?
Yes, sir. I'm from
Yeah. And what are you opting for after 12th?
IT, I guess. Artificial intelligence.
AI.
Yes.
Array, wow. I'm working on in the field of AI, Mahmudin, actually. So we can talk about this later. But what? How are you actually trying? I mean, how would you enter into this field?
I'm not sure, sir, but I'll prepare for 12. That's my target for me.
Okay, so you are preparing. I mean, you are thinking about engineering or like some other course?
In engineering only.
Engineering. Okay. Yeah. There are many branches, Mahmudin. I mean, there are many branches which have started after, I would say, 2017-18, which are working in this data science, machine learning, and artificial intelligence. All of these are keywords for the same thing only. So, I mean, we first learn about data science and then machine learning, then we go to artificial intelligence. So, yeah, it's good, 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 good. And are you, I mean, are you taking, I mean, are you preparing for it for any competitive exam as well, or just CBSE right now?
Oh, just CBSE, sir. I won't write
Okay.
JE or any exam.
Okay, okay, okay. Cool, 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 cool. And what are your interests like? I mean, I'm just strictly talking about right now in subjects only. Though you can tell me other interests as well, but I mean, what are your? I mean, what subjects do you find interesting?
Chemistry.
Chemistry. Okay, okay, cool. But you will need a lot of maths, Mamadeen, for these
Yes, sir,
things.
I know.
For artificial intelligence and data science and machine learning, you'll need a lot of maths, man. Whatever we are studying now, they will all come in the picture. Metrics, यार, metrics determinant इतना ज़्यादा use होता है सारा AI machine learning में. मतलब there are a lot of algorithms which are based on metrics itself, and then calculus. I mean everything that is happening will be because of maths only. बट वो बात का देखते हैं, वक्त तो बहुत टाइम है उसमें. बट या आई मीन आई वुड से कि थोड़ा मैट्रिक्स और कैलकुलस पढ़ने का है अगर इस फील्ड में जाने का है तो, क्योंकि तेरे को बहुत जरूरत पड़ेगी यहाँ पे आगे जाके.
Yes, sir.
एंड या फाइजा, सेम सेट ऑफ क्वेश्चंस. Either you can speak or tell me on chat, however you prefer. Yeah, okay, 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 okay. And are you preparing for it? तो बहुत गंदी लगती होगी मेरी क्लास, तो ऑपोजिट है हम तो. Okay. What about Madhya? Same set of questions. I know you are from Aligarh. उसके बाद.
Yes. So I'm like, I'll probably go for astrophysics or aeronautical engineering.
Okay. And through
Yeah.
JEE or something, I mean, you are preparing for other competitive exams also?
So yes, I'm preparing for J, but then like I'm not sure if I'll give it. It's like an option for now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then what are the other options?
So maybe like if I give J, of course I'll study in India, but like maybe I might go abroad as well. So
Okay.
that, yeah, so that's not decided yet. So that's why I'm just preparing for J, but like in case if I'll have to study in India. And other than that, I'm not sure.
If you are planning to go outside, then you have to appear for SAT, no? SAT.
Yeah, sir. Yes, sir.
But that will also help. I mean, if you're preparing for JEE, then it will also help in SAT. So that is not a worry, but you have to prepare for English, I guess.
Right,
Question.
sir.
Yeah. Okay. And one more question is that, yeah, what are the subjects that you find most interesting?
Physics and yes, maths.
Okay, cool. It's not a compulsion to say maths. I mean, I really mean it, genuinely mean it that, I mean, I can say in front of anyone that I don't like bio. तो मतलब ऐसा नहीं है कि अगर मैं पूछ रहा हूँ तो सबको मैथ्स ही बोलना है. मैं सबके लिए बोल रहा हूँ, नॉट जस्ट फॉर मदिया. मैं तो जस्ट आई जस्ट वांट टू नो अबाउट यू गाइस. इट्स नॉट अ कंपल्शन कि मैथ्स ही पसंद है, और होना भी नहीं चाहिए. सबको मैथ्स पसंद नहीं होता यार, सब थोड़ी कर पाएंगे मैथ्स. मैं तो ऐसे ही बोलता हूँ कि बायो वालों को तो मैं थोड़ा ज्यादा परेशान करता हूँ, बट या आई मीन इट्स ओके, देयर इज नो
No, but
कंपल्शन.
for real, sir, maths is one of my favorite subjects.
ओके. एंड सेम सेट ऑफ क्वेश्चंस फॉर थरीफ. हाँ जी भाई, कैसे हो थरीफ, क्या चल रहा है?
Yes.
बढ़िया चल रहा है कि नहीं?
Yes.
Yeah, same set of questions. I know where are you from, and just I want to know, okay, क्या करना है? What are you opting for?
CS or data science.
Sorry.
Computer science or data science.
Okay, okay, okay. And are you preparing for something or
Yes,
Jay?
yes, sir.
Okay, okay. और थरीफ फेवरेट सब्जेक्ट्स कौन से?
Physics and maths.
Okay. डेटा साइंस में भी यार फिर से वही अगेन मैथ्स लगेगा काफी। ये सब तो मैथ्स वाली चीजें हैं मतलब। एंड व्हाट अबाउट शाविस? Shavish, where are you from? First question is this, then second question is, I know you have told me this, but I forgot, man.
Sir, I'm from Hyderabad.
You are from
Hyderabad.
Hyderabad, right? Okay. And what are you opting for after 12th? What are you planning to do?
Sir, I'm planning to do biotechnology.
Biotechnology. Engineering?
Yes, sir. It's like engineering.
Okay. And उसी के लिए जेई प्रिपेयर कर रहे हैं?
Yes, yes.
अच्छा, ठीक है। और सब्जेक्ट्स कौन से फेवरेट है?
So in biology, genetics, and in maths, calculus, and functions.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, understand this point also, that why am I asking you what are your favorite subjects? Because in this age, this is not an easy task to decide what I want to do. तुम्हें भी कितनी चीजें पता है, मतलब I mean you don't know about everything, right? You haven't experienced even a single thing. Everybody that you are saying, everything that you are saying right now, you don't know about astrophysics, or you don't know about biotech, or you don't know about what is going to happen in data science or AI or medical. We don't know about these things. We have just heard, right? Either from our elders, either from our parents, or from some elder sister, brother, or we are just watching, observing another people and other people's, and we don't know about what is going to be good for us or not. So first of all, everything is good, man. There is nothing which is inferior, or another thing is superior, that engineers are too good or doctors are too good, or and astrophysicists are not good. This is not or data scientists are not good. AI is not the future. I mean, people will talk about everything, right? But everything is good if you are in the top 1%. First of all, I would like to tell you this. I mean, why did I say in top 1 percentile? Because the top 1 percentilers all have money, right? And people tend to see these things. People like to connect these things with money. No, everything is all about everything is about money. So if you are thinking in that terms, money related terms, or just your remuneration terms, so everything is good if you are in top 1 percentile. But in the long run, what will be successful is that if you go in something that you actually find interesting. I mean, after some point, everything is boring. यार पैसे कमा लेते हैं, फिर सब बोरिंग ही लगता है। मतलब अच्छे चाहे जितने भी हो, चाहे टॉप 1 percentile में भी क्यों ना हो. Even if we are in top 1 percentile, we would earn money, a lot of money. I am telling you that. And believe me, I'm telling you this, that we can earn a lot of money. If you are in top 1 percentile, then a lot of money. तब तो कोई दिक्कत ही नहीं है. Top 1 percentile में भी नहीं है, तब भी we will earn enough money. Not, no worries. But after a point, it becomes boring. कि यार अभी पैसे भी कमा लिए हैं, अभी यही काम रोज करने का है. तो जब when you are doing a thing repetitively, then you will only want to do that if you find that interesting. Otherwise, you would not be able to give your 100% in that. So that is why I was asking you about your favorite subjects, and I was trying to relate that to whatever you want to opt for. So I would say कि यार अपने इंटरेस्ट के हिसाब से ही चूज करने का है. एंड तब भी हम अच्छा कर भी पाते हैं यार. आई मीन व्हेन आई वाज इन 12th, तो मैं यही सोचता था कि आई वाज आल्सो प्रिपेयरिंग फॉर जेईई एंड आई गॉट 8700 रैंक. नॉट दैट गुड, बट या इट्स ओके. But I used to think I mean I was deeply interested in maths, physics and chemistry. I love all of them, right? So I used to think that how can someone beat me if I find this interesting, and if I am giving my time to this, there's nobody who can beat me. I mean, I used to think like that, कि अगर मैं पढ़ रहा हूँ और मेरे को ये समझ आती है चीजें, मेरे को अच्छा लगता है ये पढ़ना, तो मेरे को बीट कैसे कर देगा यार? कि मतलब कैसे ही कर देगा? मेरे दिमाग की तो मेरे पास कोई कमी नहीं है, ऐसा मैं सोचता हूँ. मतलब तुम भी ऐसे ही सोचो, हर किसी को ऐसे ही सोचना है. मतलब जिसका जितना है वो इनफ है, राइट? So we don't have कि हम we are not inferior to someone. Okay, so we can learn anything. We can, I mean, provided some conditions, we can learn anything. First of all, मैंने भी बायो नहीं पढ़ा, मेरे को बिल्कुल इंटरेस्टिंग नहीं लगता था, बट प्रोवाइडिंग सम कंडीशन कि तू तभी जिंदा है जब तक तू बायो पढ़ेगा, तो मैं पढ़ूंगा, बिल्कुल पढ़ूंगा, राइट? So if put a proper condition, you can understand anything, you can learn anything. So but point ये है कि would I really want to do that? Yes, if I find that thing interesting, I would learn that. I would have curiosity to learn that thing more deeply maybe than the person who is not that interested but who is sharp. Okay, who is intelligent. वो intelligent है but उसका interest उतना नहीं है, तो मैं उससे ज्यादा सीख के आऊंगा वहां पे, because I am deeply invested in this. So that is why I asked you these questions. So figure out these things. This is a good time to talk about these things because you still have a lot of time to decide for these things. But yeah, you have to think about these things. Because after 12th, you won't get much time. And till that point, I would say that by the time you are about to enter your CBSE boards or your board exams, you should have a clarity on what I want to do after this. Because we only have like 1, 2, 3 months and पता नहीं उतनी चॉइसेस भी नहीं होती उस टाइम पे, समझ भी नहीं आ रहा होता, सब लोग अपनी अपनी सलाहें देके चले जाते हैं, है ना? सब लोग थोप देंगे कुछ घर वाले बता देंगे, कुछ बाहर वाले बता देंगे, तो इतने सारे ऑप्शंस और इतने सारे सजेशंस, there are lot of things that will be going on at that time. So you should have an idea in the back of your mind, like what I really want to do. Okay, और ज्यादा लेट भी मत करना क्योंकि आइडिया लेते लेते इतना लेट कर दिया कि टाइम ही निकल गया किसी एग्जाम को देने का या कुछ अपीयर करने का, तो दैट शुड आल्सो नॉट हैपन. यू शुड, I mean, think about these things and decide क्या करना है, and align all of your future goals with your interest, I would say. Then only it will be interesting and will be, I mean, you want to, then you will really do that. Okay. और जो भी JEE, whoever is preparing for JEE and NEET, if you guys are, I don't know how many of you are actually preparing for JEE and NEET or not. I mean, few of you said that we are preparing for NEET and JEE, but whoever is preparing for JEE and NEET, I would suggest all of you to work really hard. I mean, you know how the competition is. There will be 10 to 15 lakhs people and you'd have to excel in this. There will be a lot of pressure, but I don't know what rank we will get after 12th. You will get, or I didn't know what I will get after my 12th. हमें ये तो नहीं पता होता कि हमें क्या रैंक आने वाली है या क्या होगा, बट हमारे हाथ में एक चीज होती है, that one thing we can control is, the only controllable is that we can work hard, right? I mean, I to hate this thing whom people used to say this, or students used to say this, that your exam hard tough, the exam was tough, or like I did these silly mistakes, that is why I'm not selected. But I hate these things, like seriously, I consider them crime. First of all, my reason is, my counter argument is, first thing is that bhai, if you are preparing for any exam, तो check तो करो क्या चल रहा है उस exam में. Now, if I'm preparing for JEE or if I'm preparing for NEET, I should know how many aspirants are there and what are the number of seats that I have to get in. तो ये idea तो मेरे को first day से ही होता है ना, if I'm preparing for something. So how can we like say, how can we make excuses of these things that there were 20 lakh people? Yeah, there were 20 lakh people, but you entered into this, no? Fully knowing that what is going to happen. So if you're entering into this system, so you know all of these things. Don't make these excuses कि भाई मेरे को बहुत silly mistakes हो गया. भाई क्यों करा? ये तो तुम्हारा ही दिन था ना. या फिर एक लोग ये भी बहुत ज्यादा बोलते हैं कि मैं अगर पढ़ लिया होता ना ये वाला चैप्टर, तो पता नहीं मैं क्या कर देता, फोड़ देता यार, मेरे और 8 मार्क्स पड़ गए होते. तो भाई पढ़ लेना, अभी है ना, आज टाइम चल रही है ना क्लासेस, अभी तो पूरा रेगुलर चलेंगी, अभी और 6 महीना पढ़ो, अभी है टाइम. तो उनके सिलेक्शन नहीं होते यार जो लोग ये सब बातें बोलते हैं. एंड आई हैव अ लॉट ऑफ फ्रेंड्स जो ये सब बातें बोलते हैं ना, मतलब मेरे को पता है, साथ में हम बहुत सारे लोग थे, few of them get selected, few and most of them did not, right? So don't make these excuses कि यार मेरे को ये कर दिया होता तो मैं ये हो जाता, ये कर दिया होता मैंने तो ये हो जाता। यार देखो, जो कर दिया होता तो वो कर लेता, जिसको करना था उसने करा, है ना। मेरे सामने बैठ के लोग ये सब बातें करते थे 12th में, मैंने करा और मेरी रैंक आई, उनकी नहीं आई, राइट। सो मतलब ऐसे नहीं होगा, उसी का होगा जो करेगा। मैं ये नहीं कह रहा कि जो करेगा उसका होगा ही होगा। दिस इज नॉट श्योर दैट यू वर्क हार्ड एंड यू विल गेट दैट, not sure, sorry, no, but this is sure, if you won't work hard you won't get this. This is 100% true. Now why did I say okay, this is not 100% sure that if you work hard you maybe or you may not get that? Because see, yeah, there is a lot of competition, and I don't want you to demotivate from this, and don't get demotivated, because this is not our controllable, really. We can't control our rank, we can only control our hard work, right? So just work hard. और हाँ, ऐसा नहीं होगा कि तुमने हार्डवर्क किया और तुम्हें कुछ भी नहीं मिला। ऐसा हो सकता है कि हमने हार्डवर्क किया, हमें एम्स नहीं मिला या रेस्पेक्टिवली आईआईटी नहीं मिला, बट ऐसा नहीं होगा कि हमें कुछ भी नहीं मिला। देयर विल बी अ लॉट ऑफ कॉलेजेस, लॉट ऑफ गुड कॉलेजेस आई वुड से, which would be giving you seats, okay? And in fact IIT also, अभी तो बहुत ज्यादा सीट्स बढ़ गए हैं, तो IITs में भी, मेडिकल के भी, सभी के सीट्स बढ़े ही हैं and continuously increasing. And if in some cases कि अगर हमारा भाई यहाँ पे भी नहीं होता है, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है यार, उसके बाद भी लाइफ है, उसके बाद भी चीजें बहुत सारी हो सकती हैं। मतलब ऐसा नहीं है कि सारे IITians ही पैसा कमा रहे हैं, नो, या सारे एम्स के डॉक्टर ही पैसा कमाते हैं, नो, या वही लोग फेमस होते हैं, नो। There are a lot of other people also who are working hard and doing a lot of things. तो ये डिमोटिवेट होने वाली चीज नहीं है, बट a lesson from this is के
Charlie, go to
sorry Tarif.
Oh, sorry, sir.
Okay, so this is not to demotivate you, but to tell you that the only controllable in the life will be to work hard. तो टेस्ट से नहीं भागना है, you can't skip the tests. I mean, this is your hard work right now. If you're not doing this, then you are not doing the process correctly. Okay, so everybody has to attempt the test. It doesn't matter यार, तुम्हारा if you get 0 marks ना, doesn't matter, seriously. I mean, don't ever think कि मैं जज करने वाला हूँ किसी को भी, बिल्कुल भी नहीं। और जिसके 5 में से 5 आए, मैं उसको भी कोई जज नहीं करने वाला हूँ, सॉरी, नो जजमेंट फ्रॉम माई साइड। क्योंकि यार टेस्ट तो बहुत ही अलग मेट्रिक है। टेस्ट हमारा इस बात का मेट्रिक नहीं है कि तुम कितने इंटेलिजेंट हो, नो। आई मीन यार, मेरे को तो नहीं आता कोई टेस्ट ऐसा कि जिससे आपके इंटेलिजेंस का पता चले। ये शायद बहुत सारे लोगों को आता होगा, बट मेरे को नहीं आता, सॉरी। मेरे को हाँ एक बात का पता है कि टेस्ट आपकी किस चीज का मेट्रिक है। टेस्ट इज नॉट अ मेट्रिक ऑफ योर इंटेलिजेंस, बट टेस्ट इज रादर अ मेट्रिक ऑफ योर हार्ड वर्क एंड कंसिस्टेंसी. So if you are working hard and if you are consistently working hard, then I would say you would always score good in test. That is for sure. तो मेरे को ये जरूर पता चल जाएगा कि हाँ यार, ये रोज पढ़ता है, इसका अप टू डेट सिलेबस है, ये कर रहा है, रोज रोज चीजें कर रहा है, ये मेरे को पता चल जाएगा उससे, बस। हाँ, मैं उसके बेसिस पे ये जज नहीं कर सकता कि यार ये बहुत स्मार्ट है और ये तो बिल्कुल डम है। नो, दिस इज नॉट द राइट मेट्रिक. योर 0 marks doesn't tell us about your dumbness or your intelligence. No. तो इसका तो ये बिल्कुल मतलब नहीं है। हाँ, तुम टेस्ट दो इसलिए भी क्योंकि if you attempt these tests, then you will also see some questions or maybe some concepts which you haven't done in the class, or which you haven't maybe practiced enough. So I would like every one of you to attempt the tests and also after class assessments. तो सभी attempt करो, daily होना है यार। तो I mean it will happen daily, so I would not repeat this again and again. I'm just talking about this today, and maybe I will talk about it some other day if you're not attempting these tests. Okay, so don't give me that chance. I don't like to talk about this. Attempt करो, जाओ मजे करो, ठीक है। और दूसरा ये कि and I also know that every one of you is not that deeply interested in maths. I mean that makes sense. क्यों, मतलब ऐसा नहीं है कि सभी लोग मैथ्स पढ़ेंगे या सभी लोग केमिस्ट्री पढ़ेंगे फॉर एग्जांपल, या सभी लोग फिजिक्स पढ़ेंगे। नो, I mean if that is happening, then we are going in a wrong direction. I don't know what are we doing. That can't happen. So it's perfectly okay. I understand that you don't like maths that much. Maybe some of you like maths and some of you don't like maths that much, and that is understandable, perfectly, genuinely, seriously. Okay, so but yeah, I would say that attempt all these tests. Don't skip these tests. I mean, you have to pass in 12th, no? You have to score at least 60% to sabhi ko score karna hi hai. How I don't know about your standards, kya tumne standard set kiya, but I mean, I'm just saying that 60% is the basic minimum, right? Standard. So, but yeah, if you are planning to attempt, I mean, if you are planning to achieve 95%, I'm with you all the time. Please ask more questions. Please ask more doubts. And okay, and also I would, ye to hui baat khatam. This was one thing, and the second thing is that my class used to happen like this, that first we complete all the syllabus. I mean, first we complete all the concepts from a chapter, and then I take doubts from that chapter. So today is actually the day for doubts of functions. I mean, this used to happen that from the time I have started teaching, and I have taught for like 5-6 years now. So, and it started from the very first lecture itself, because I know what is the importance of doubt clearing sessions. So, but this is not happening because you don't ask me anything. And if you're not asking me anything, it just simply means that you are not putting that much effort. I mean, I'm not telling you to put 2 hours daily or 3 hours daily for maths, but yeah, you can assign like half an hour or maybe 2 hours on 3 days, like that. But you have to attempt the, I mean, necessary questions. At least you should attempt 30 to 40, 50 questions per chapter, no? And that NCERT can easily provide you. Just attempt all the NCERT exercises. Nothing more. No big demand, bro. इतना तो अचीव कर ही सकते हैं यार, इसमें क्या बड़ी डील है? मतलब 2-2 घंटा रोज इंस्टाग्राम पे भी तो निकालते ही हो ना? सारे चलाते हैं इंस्टा, आई नो. इंस्टा नहीं तो फेसबुक नहीं तो फेसबुक तो पता नहीं, आई डोंट नो हु इज यूजिंग फेसबुक राइट नाउ, बट आई मीन in 2023, why are we using even Facebook? But still, there are so many social media apps that we are using on a daily basis. So I'm just asking you to cut 20 to 25 minutes out of it and put that to my subject. I don't know about other subjects, but yeah. तो ज्यादा नहीं यार, मेरे को बस 6 hours चाहिए weekly, 5 to 6 hours. Please allocate your 5 to 6 hours each week to this subject maths, and I can assure you this will help you. Certainly, personal experience से बोल रहा है भाई, कोई टेंशन नहीं है, मतलब टेंशन नहीं है, मैं सही वैसे बोल रहा हूँ कि this will be encouraging. अच्छा ही होगा, दिमाग के विकास के लिए भी थोड़ा ब्रेन डेवलपमेंट होना चाहिए, और ब्रेन डेवलपमेंट में तो काफी बड़ा हिस्सा है, काफी बड़ा पार्ट है मैथ्स का. हाँ, और सब्जेक्ट्स का भी है, मैं किसी को डिनाई नहीं कर रहा भाई, मैं ये नहीं कह रहा कि मेरा ही बहुत कुछ यही तोड़ सब्जेक्ट है बस, बट हाँ, this is certainly one of the most difficult subject that you will ever come across. चलो जी, बस इतना ही ज्ञान की बात थी, अभी शुरू कर लेते हैं. अब my question to you guys is that have you attempted this onto and into function वाला question, this last question which we were solving in the last class? We have done it for many 1-1-1. Have you guys solved it for onto and into? If yes, then you can tell me. If not, then it's okay. We can solve it together. And if you have any like comment on this कि हाँ मैंने ट्राई किया था बट मेरे को ऐसा नहीं लगा, वैसा नहीं लगा, जो भी नहीं लगा, जैसा भी नहीं लगा, वो भी तुम मेरे को बता सकते हो, कोई इशू नहीं. हमने अटेम्प्ट ही नहीं किया. ओके, कूल, गुड. Certainly not good, but what can I say now? Okay, chalo, let's check for many one, I mean onto and into for this function. So we know how to check for onto and into. We have to find out the range of this function first. And then we know the codomain. Codomain is all real numbers, right? I guess all real numbers. Yeah, this was the question. So codomain is not all real numbers. Codomain is this. minus infinity to minus 1 union 1 to infinity. So we know if the range is also same, we know that if the range is also same, right, then we will say this function is onto, and if the range is a subset of this, then we will say the function is into, right? We know what is the function, we know what is the codomain. Okay, Shalo, let's start. So the function is y is equals to x upon 1 plus mod x. Now, whenever I see this mod in the picture, I can't solve these questions directly. First, I will have to define this mod, which we have discussed in the last class also. Define this, define the modulus function. And we know how to define this function. Define the function mane, what is the actual expression for function? Actual expression mane, how can we remove these mod? How can we remove these vertical bars? So to remove these vertical bars, either we can write mod x as x or as minus x, depending on what is the value of x. So if x is positive, you can directly remove the bar. इसका यही मतलब है सिंपल अगर इस mod के अंदर पॉजिटिव वैल्यू है, x is positive, then you can just remove these mods directly. How? One example of this is mod 4. You can write mod 4 as 4 directly. But if this x is negative, so let's say if we have mod of minus 3, then we will write it as 3. But this 3, I mean, this is not one-step solution. This is actually involving one intermediate step, which is that if you are removing the vertical bars from a negative number, then you will put a negative outside. So this 3 actually came through this. So if x is negative, then put a negative before that x. That is how we define mod x. This is the definition of mod x. So whenever you have to define mod x, you can define it like this. Whatever is inside the modulus, if that is positive, okay, one more thing. I mean, not one more thing, but one more example. Let's say I have to define this mod. See, the expression inside the modulus can be anything. Expression inside the modulus can be anything. It is not just restricted to x. This was mod x. Now this is mod of 2x minus 1. बट मेरे को देखना है पूरा एक्सप्रेशन ही अंदर, जो भी मॉडुलस के अंदर एक्सप्रेशन है मैं उस पे ही हमेशा फोकस करूंगा. ओके, सो वी विल फोकस ऑन द होल एक्सप्रेशन इनसाइड द मॉड. नाउ इफ आई वांट टू डिफाइन दिस मॉडुलस और इफ आई वांट टू डिफाइन दिस expression, how would I define this? I would say that if this whole expression is positive, then the value will be same, or rather take it as a simple expression only. मतलब इसकी जगह हम y भी तो रख सकते थे, ऐसे भी तो बोल सकते थे कि चलो y ले लो, छोड़ो 2x minus 1 को, leave this 2x minus 1, write this whole 2x minus 1 as y. Then what would I say? I would say that if y is greater than equal to 0, then I would write simply y. And if y is negative, then I would write minus times of y. That is how I can define any modulus. अगर उस मॉडुलस के अंदर पूरा एक्सप्रेशन पॉजिटिव है, जो भी एक्सप्रेशन हो, अगर वो पूरा पॉजिटिव है, यानी कि ग्रेटर देन इक्वल टू 0 है. सॉरी यार, पॉजिटिव नहीं बोलना चाहिए हमें, वी कांट से इट पॉजिटिव, वी शुड एक्चुअली यूज द वर्ड नॉन नेगेटिव, बिकॉज इट इज आल्सो consisting 0. 0 is neither positive nor negative. Okay, so if the whole expression inside the modulus is non-negative, which means greater than equal to 0, then the value is same. But if that inside value or inside expression is negative, which in this case is 2x minus 1, so if this 2x minus 1 is negative, then we would write this as negative of 2x minus 1. Now I will have to use one more step to actually define it. So this value is 2x minus 1 when x is greater than equal to half. You can solve this inequality, no? Solve this. This gives you 2x greater than equal to 1, which gives you x greater than equal to half. Now this second value, this becomes 1 minus 2x. If you take this negative inside. And this after solving becomes x less than half. Now understand the meaning of this. I mean, you may get more clarity after this. What we are saying is that mod of 2x minus 1 is equals to 2x minus 1 when x is greater than equal to half. And mod of 2x minus 1 is equals to 1 minus 2x when x is less than half. Right? That is how we define this mod. Now understand why did we define it? यार इसका आंसर हमेशा पॉजिटिव होना था ना. The answer has to be positive. There is a condition on modulus that what is the job of modulus? The job of modulus is to make everything positive, to make whatever is written inside that modulus, to make that thing positive, right? Now we have used these two conditions. You can take any value greater than equal to half and put in this expression. This will give you a positive answer. Okay, let's check. Take x is equals to 1. If you take x is equals to 1, the answer is 1. If you take x is equals to 2, the answer is 3 in this expression. And if you take anything greater than equal to half, the answer will always be positive. And the same will happen with this. If x is less than half, you can take any value lesser than half, and this expression will give you a positive answer. So by defining this mod, we are actually defining the job of modulus. And the job of modulus is to make everything positive. So whenever you define your mod, you can also check whether you have defined that correctly or not. Okay, let me check this again. So if x is less than half, let's take x0. If I take x0, this is positive. This becomes 1. If I take x minus 1, which is also lesser than half, so I'm taking x is equals to minus 1. Take x is equals to minus 1, this becomes 3. Right? So the job of modulus is to make everything inside it is positive. And to do that, we need to define every modulus. How will we define? This is the way. This is the main theorem. You can use it on any expression. We have simply used it on 2x minus 1. We can use it on any expression. Okay. Now, whenever modulus is there in the expression, you will have to solve that question by first defining the modulus. So here, the modulus is used on this mod x, right? So what we will do is we will make two expressions of this. Y is equal to x upon 1 plus x when x is greater than equal to 0. I'm just simply defining this modulus x. Modulus x is this. So modulus x is x when x greater than equal to 0. And modulus x is minus x when x is less than 0. So there are actually two expressions to find out range now. Okay, I'll go with first, then I'll go with second.
Sir, can you hear me?
So let's solve. Sorry.
Sir, can you hear me? Yes.
हाँ शाविज पूछो क्या पूछो.
Sir, here x and minus x modulus, so it is function, right?
Yeah, modulus x is a function.
Like the x is a expression and x greater
हाँ,
than or
मतलब x अभी यहाँ पे simple x एक अपना expression ही है. But देख see, I cannot solve modulus x directly. The problem is this. I mean, x and modulus x is certainly different. This is x and this is mod x. They both are different. Why? X can take also negative values, but here x can take negative, but the answer will always be positive. So these two are different things.
like for each different expression, different conditions.
चल एक तो ये बात करते हैं दोनों अलग अलग है. अभी let's come to the question again. Let's say I'm not defining the mod and I would like to find out the range of this function. Then how would I solve? I would have to take, I would have to solve like this, that I will find out the value of x in terms of y. Correct? Now here we don't have just x, we also have modulus x. If you are finding out the value of x in terms of y, then what will we do with mod x? My first question will be this. अगर x की वैल्यू निकालनी थी तो फिर यहाँ तो mod x भी आएगा पिक्चर में, तो x और mod x तो अलग अलग है, तब क्या करेंगे mod x के साथ? So it becomes necessary that we define modulus x first. Now after define modulus x, अभी हमारे पास ये दो बिल्कुल सिंपल अलग अलग एक्सप्रेशन आ गए हैं. This is one expression x upon 1 plus x, and then the second expression is x upon 1 minus x. So now I would solve these. I mean, the job has been doubled. You can see it like that. We have to find out the range of two functions now, in the similar manner which we have done in the past. समझ आई बात शाविज क्या बोल रहा हूँ? It will become more clear. एक बार ये question solve करते हैं आज. Okay, now the first part of the question is that we have to find out range for this, but ध्यान रहे x यहाँ पे greater than equal to 0 है. ये expression, this expression is only valid when x is greater than equal to 0. If x is negative, this expression is not valid. Sorry, no. Okay, chalo, let's come to the picture again. Now I will find out the value of x in terms of y. So I'm cross multiplying this 1 plus x with y. So this becomes y plus yx is equals to x. So this becomes, okay, take this here, x. So this becomes yx minus x is equals to minus y. So this becomes, take x common, this is y minus 1 is equals to minus y. So this is nothing but y, x is equals to minus y upon y minus 1, which can actually be written as y upon 1 minus y. Y upon 1 minus y. Right? Okay. Now let's come to the initial condition also. अरे यार, अरे रे, सॉरी. अभी तो हमें एक मेथड सीखना ही पड़ेगा यार, नंबर लाइन भी. चलो कोई नहीं. Without that we can't solve this. Okay, before that let me put a question for all of you. In the initial condition, I mean this function was defined only when x was greater than equal to 0, right? We have started the question from here. And we know that x is positive here, right? So if x is positive, we are basically saying that y upon 1 minus y is positive, because x is equal to 1 of y upon 1 minus y, right? If x is positive, then we are basically saying y upon 1 minus y is positive, right? So can you tell me the values of y for which y upon 1 minus y is positive? For example, I am telling you one value. Okay. So if you take y is equals to half, see here, if you take y is equals to half, then this is positive. Y upon 1 minus y is positive. So can you tell me more values where this happens? How do you find that?
2 to infinity.
Sorry Chavez, क्या बोल रहे?
2 to infinity.
कैसे फाइंड आउट करेंगे? We want to find out all the values of y for which y upon 1 minus y is positive. Acha. And how did we find that? Okay, put 2 here. एक बार 2 रख ले. पहले अपना आंसर 2 रख के ही चेक कर ले. गलत है. As soon as we put y is equals to 2, x is coming out to be negative, which is not possible. Okay. It's okay. चलो एक और डायरेक्शन देता हूँ. Let's go to one more direction. Okay, and think like this. Can you find out the value of y with this expression x upon 1 plus x, where x is positive? This expression. हमें यहाँ तक भी we actually didn't need to go till this point. No. Sorry. Why Chavez? क्या बात कर रहे हैं यार? क्या ही बात कर रहे हैं? तो बहुत ही गलत बात कर रहे हैं. नो. ए रुक जा. सही आंसर नहीं चाहिए. पहले तो तू ये रुक जा. तूने दोनों गलत आंसर दिए हैं, बट दोनों वाहियात आंसर है. प्रॉब्लम ये नहीं है कि गलत आंसर है. वाहियात क्यों मैं बोल रहा हूँ? बिकॉज यू आर नॉट थिंकिंग इट. मैं चाहता हूँ तू सोचे. आंसर मत दे, तू सोच पहले इस पे. ध्यान से सभी लोग सोचो. थिंक अबाउट दिस पर्सपेक्टिव. मेरे को पता है x क्या है यहाँ पे. Right? I know that x is positive here. X can take any value greater than equal to 0. Now think about what are the possible values of y that we can take. I don't want Sara y. I don't want you to define y properly. I just want कि check तो करो एक बार. Put some values of x, and you know that x can only take positive values. Start with some values and then put 3, 4, 5, 6 values. जितना भी माने उतनी पुट कर लो वैल्यूज, बट 2-3 वैल्यूज पुट करके एक बार आंसर को चेक तो करो. यू नो दैट x कैन ओनली टेक नॉन नेगेटिव वैल्यूज. x शुड बी ग्रेटर देन इक्वल टू 0. तो पहले तो x को 0 ही पुट कर दो सबसे पहले. व्हाट्स द आंसर? 0, राइट? इफ यू पुट x इज इक्वल्स टू 0, देन y इज आल्सो 0. नाउ स्टार्ट पुटिंग x 1, 2, 3. एक बार चेक करो रख के. चेक करो और चेक करने के बाद अपने कंक्लूजन पे आओ कि हमें ये लगता है शायद इसकी वैल्यूज ऐसी होंगी. Whatever your answer is, but first check and then come to the conclusion. First put some values. And I know that x can take any non-negative value. So x can be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 100, 1 lakh. Yeah, this question has to be something else. तुम करो solve इसको. Everybody solve this. Let me check the question again. I mean this codomain again. हाँ जी, किसी का कोई आंसर? Have you got an answer? Chavez put करी values. Madhya,
Yes.
have you put any values of x? And what are the answers that you got?
2.
2. I mean, what is the value of x?
Okay, now that.
Okay, you have given x as 2 and Then y is
So y's will be 1 by, like, you can put
not like that. Okay, okay. Okay, ठीक है चल x को पहले 1 put किया तो हमने क्या आंसर आया 1/2, right?
yes, sir.
And then if I put x as 2, then I got answer as 2/3.
Right, sir.
अगर x को 3 put करते हैं तो
3 by 4.
Then
Goes on. 4 by 5.
4/5, 5/6, 6/7. अभी समझने का कोशिश करो इस पैटर्न को। मतलब चलो अब अच्छा चलो अभी अब ऐसे सोचते हैं। Let's think like this. Give it a value. चलो 100 देते हैं। Let's put x is equals to 100. Then what is the answer? 100 upon 101, right? Let's give x 1000. Then 1000 upon 10001. 1000 upon 1001. Now make your prediction or make your judgment. Anybody can try this now. I mean, please feel free to give your suggestions or answers. No answers from anyone? Austin, what do you think? What should be the values of y? Okay, can y be negative? चलो यहाँ से शुरू करते हैं. Can y be negative?
Sir,
No, right? Chavez, domain तो we have all domain we know. What is the domain? We know the domain of the question. Yeah, Austin. Okay, correct. Austin, that is what you are going correct. So think about it, na? What are the possible answers now for y? एक तो y negative नहीं हो सकता यार. Just rule out all the possibilities. I mean, rule out the possibilities and then you will be able to answer this better. So first thing is y can't be negative. And how can y be negative if x is positive? Then numerator is also positive and denominator is also positive. X upon 1 plus x. So y can never take any negative value, first thing. Second thing, which is a very important conclusion, that y cannot take any value greater than 1. Okay, how is some value greater than 1? If I write 7/6, this is greater than 1. Why? Because numerator is greater than denominator. Now just focus on this case. Your numerator is x and your denominator is 1 plus x. So whatever your numerator is, denominator will always be greater than x because it has plus 1. So y will always take values less than 1. Again. Y can never be negative. Why? Because the numerator is positive and denominator is also positive. How do we know that? Because we have already defined x. We know that for this particular expression, x is always going to be positive. For the another expression, x will always be negative. But we will deal with that later on when we come to that part. We will also deal with this. Here x is negative, right? But in this case, for this part, we know that x is positive. So numerator is also positive, denominator is also positive. Y can never take negative values. Okay, can y take 0? Yes. If x is 0, then y is 0. Okay. Now let's increase x. X is 1, then y is 1/2. If x is 10, then y is 10/11. If x is 100, then y is 100/101. Which basically suggests us that whatever is the value of x, y can never be greater than 1. So actually, for this part, y belongs to 0 to 1. For this part, y belongs to 0 to 1. Okay, please. पहले तो मेरे से पूछ लो जिसको भी समझ नहीं आई बात. Austin, did you understand this?
Yes.
Okay. अभी इसके अलावा जितने भी लोग हैं और क्लास में प्लीज पूछिए। क्या ये बात सभी को समझ आई? हाउ इज इट, हाउ विल, I mean, it can't be negative first, and second is it can never take any value greater than 1. Okay, this was one thing. Then second, yeah, just a minute. Yeah. Okay, cool. Okay, now let's come to the second part. Now you will try to solve it. I know you won't be able to solve this in the first attempt. I know that. But I just want you to find out conclusions. Maybe some conclusions are true. Right? That is what I'm trying to say. So you take any value, sorry, here x is not equal to 0. My bad. X is lesser than 0. So use all these values to find out your conclusion. Use them. And please come with some solid conclusion. Yeah, my bad. The question was written incorrect. I mean, this codomain was written incorrect. Nothing else. This was the codomain, -1 to 1. Yes, for the second part, y is equals to x upon 1 minus x. X is lesser than 0. Please put some values for x and try to find out some conclusion. I've also written both of the reasons. Anji, first thing first, y will take positive values or negative values in this case, second case. There may be cases where y can take both of the values, I mean positive and negative. But in this particular case, did you find out whether y is positive, strictly positive, or strictly negative, or y can take both of them? Y can be positive or negative. In the second case, I'm talking about right now, this case. Okay, put x -1. What is the answer? If x is -1, what is the answer? Faiza, the answer is correct. Good. Very good. Now come to the second part. I mean, both of these questions contain two parts. First is, what are the values of y? Either positive or negative will be the answer. In this particular case, तो यही answer होगा. But there may be cases where y can take both of the values. हमारे syllabus से बाहर होंगे वो सब क्वेश्चन. Codes के. So in this case, y will always be negative. If you put the values of x, now x here is negative, right? So if you put negative values, what will happen? Numerator will be negative. भाई x को तुमने negative रखा, -2. Numerator is negative, but the denominator is positive. See, from the question itself, I can say that the denominator is always positive because denominator is 1 plus mod x, no? भाई तुमने 1 minus x भी तो इसी को लिखा है ना, 1 plus mod x को ही तो लिखा है तो ये इसी का ही आंसर. और इसी ने ही बता दिया था ना ये तो कि ये हमेशा पॉजिटिव रहने ही वाला है, जो कि mod x है. हमने इसको 1 minus x क्यों लिखा? Because this has to be positive always. Yes, Shaviz, correct. Now it's correct. So that is why we know that denominator is always positive. Denominator will never be negative in this particular question. So if x is negative, come again, please. If x is negative, then 1 minus x is positive. Take x minus 2. This is 1 minus -2, becomes 3. Take x minus 100. This becomes 101. But this has to be positive. So in this case, y is always negative. First point is this. As numerator is always negative, by numerator is self x and x is negative. So numerator has to be negative all the time for this particular case. And denominator is always positive. So first point is that y will always take negative values. Now let's come to the second point. For second point, we need to know that what are the limitations of y, right? So to find out the limitations of y, we need to put some values. Let's put x minus 1. If I put x minus 1, then y is minus half. If I put x minus 2, then y is minus 2/3. Now let's say if I put x minus 100, then y is minus 100 upon 101. You can see the pattern. All the values are negative, but the same thing is true. Again, numerator is always lesser than denominator. So what I can say is y is always greater than -1. As greater than -1 बोले तो this is minus 0.5 and this will be around minus 0.99. But we can't get -1 because numerator and denominator will never be equal. Numerator and denominator can never be equal. भाई ये x है, ये 1 minus x है. They won't be equal. I mean, they will be equal at x is equals to half. But you can't put x is equals to half in this because x is always lesser than 0. Correct, Faiza. Greater than -1, lesser than 0. So y is always greater than -1. And we know the reason. I mean, from the above itself, this is the same reason. Y is always greater than -1. So the value for y in this case will be -1 to 0. Now I can combine both of these values. One is this and one is this. So on combining both of them, this is equation A, this is equation B. So from A and B, we can say that y will be from -1 to 1 anything. Y can take values from -1 to 1, which is actually the codomain also. So the function in this case is onto. Function in this case is onto. And these type of questions are also in your syllabus. Why? Because you have studied modulus X in class 11. So they can include modulus X in your questions. That is why I have solved this question. In case of modulus, you first have to define modulus, then you will solve the question. So I would suggest everyone to go through this again. We have given this enough time to make you understand how the modulus function is working. Please feel free to reach out to me if you have any doubts. I am available right now also. Please feel free to reach out. किसी का कोई भी क्वेश्चन है तो पूछ लो, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है, ले लो 2 मिनट तब पूछ लो.
So like your y is
हाँ जी.
always greater. Like how it is greater, smaller, right?
यार आई एम नॉट एबल टू हियर यू शावेज.
Okay, sir. Yes, got it.
हाँ हाँ अभी बोल.
No, sir, got it.
No, you are not audible, Shavez. If you are you asking something? Okay. Any other question from anyone? If not, then I have one question for all of you. And I would like everyone to solve this. F is a function which is defined from real numbers to -2 to 2. So the domain is all real numbers. Okay. And codomain is -2 to 2. Now the function fx is defined as mod x upon 1 plus mod x. I would like everyone to solve this. Try karo. There are 3 minutes left in today's class. So let's try this. In fact, leave many one part. You can solve that in the homework, but solve this for onto and into. Check whether the given function is onto or into. और मैं कहूँगा analytically solve करो. Method तो ठीक है यार, but range, I mean the actual method to find out range is analytical. I mean you should be able to judge. You should be able to find out whether the values of y are positive, negative, how are they going to be, and how can we do that? Just simply put the value of x, put some values for x. Here the domain is all real numbers. Domain is all real numbers, meaning you can give anything input. You can give any real number as the input of this function. So use these inputs and try to tell me, I mean just tell your understanding कि हमें लगता है ये ऐसी रेंज होगी इसकी, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है, गलत हो सकती है. I am fully prepared for that. Don't even worry. Anji, any suggestions? Okay, one hint from my side. Mod x तो हमेशा पॉजिटिव ही होने वाला है ना, तो x को चाहे तुम नेगेटिव रखो या पॉजिटिव रखो, mod x की वैल्यू तो पॉजिटिव ही है, राइट? So this numerator is also positive and this is also positive. This time y will only take positive values, right? भाई x तो कुछ भी हो, mod x तो पॉजिटिव ही है ना, तो न्यूमरेटर भी पॉजिटिव है, डिनोमिनेटर भी पॉजिटिव है, सी, और डिनोमिनेटर हमेशा न्यूमरेटर से बड़ा भी है, इफ यू सी, because this is 1 plus mod x. Whatever you write here, denominator will be 1 greater than that. क्या भी आंसर बता सकता है कोई? शाहिद? करेक्ट फाइजा। एक चीज तो ये क्लियर है कि भाई लेसर देन 1 तो होगा ही आंसर, क्योंकि न्यूमरेटर छोटा है, डिनोमिनेटर बड़ा है, और पॉजिटिव भी होगा, जीरो भी हो सकता है इनफैक्ट, अगर x को जीरो रखें तो आंसर होना चाहिए 0 to 1। जीरो पे इक्वालिटी होगी, जीरो के इक्वल हो सकता है, 1 के इक्वल नहीं होगा कभी भी, क्योंकि न्यूमरेटर हमेशा छोटा ही रहेगा डिनोमिनेटर से, राइट? तो दिस टाइम द रेंज इज 0 to 1। Okay, work on it. This is your homework. We will discuss this in the next class and then we will start the next chapter. I guess we have to start with the continuity and differentiability, right? Chalo, ठीक है फिर. Okay, please stay for assessment test. I don't know whether it will be happening or not. Just a minute. Just stay for 2 minutes. Okay. Guys, you can leave the class. We don't have an assessment today because I think this assessment test has already happened for on2 and into functions. So we leave it. Okay. Tata.